Hello everyone, this is MLG here from Mighty Lancer Games, and today we're going to do an experiment with gold paint. I want to see what happens, what it looks like on various surfaces. So here we have, half of here is gloss black. This one happens to be Green Stuff World gloss black. And the other half is white, which happens to be White Star from Two Thin Coats. I'm going to put gold on there to see what all the different golds look like. Now this is just an experiment. Obviously there are flaws in my experiments as there always are, but this is just to give you a general idea of what the different gold paints look like. We're going to start with DarkStar. All of these paints of course are available at mightylancergames.co.uk and in our Bridlington store. We're going to start with DarkStar, Pale Gold and Regency Gold. I've given them a good shake. They do have mixing bowls in, so let's put some paint on some bases. Regency Gold and Pale Gold from DarkStar. It's only one coat. As you can see, it's going to need plenty more coats than that. So we'll see what that looks like when it's dried. Next we're going to try Polished Copper and Braid Gold. I know this is copper, but it looks like a goldy colour, so it's included in my mix. As I've said before, all of my experiments are flawed by my wonderful painting skills, but this is just to see a general idea of what the different golds look like. Next up, Royal Gold from DarkStar and Dragon Gold from Reaper. I haven't watered any of these paints down, they are straight out of the bottle. The white paint that I've used here is just white paint, whereas the black gloss is actual primer. This of course will probably affect how the paint is sticking, but I wanted them to be all the same and didn't have any white primer, so the effect that you're getting is at least the same for all of the paints. Next up, Two Thin Coats, Glistening Gold and Dragon's Gold. This Dragon's Gold is the one that I actually use on my minis and so far has given the best coverage. And then we're going to try Citadel, Auric Armoured Gold and Balthasar Gold. I would have said that the Balthasar Gold here is more of a coppery colour. This is a base Citadel colour and has better coverage. The other one is Layer, really quite rubbish on the white. Something different, I'm going to try the Vallejo Liquid Gold, which I actually used on the Space Marine that's in our window, giant cardboard Space Marine. Now this is from Vallejo and it's one that you don't use water to clean your brush. Dilute with alcohol, clean your brush with alcohol. I actually clean my brush with antibacterial hand gel because I don't have any spare alcohol cleaning solution kicking around. So here we have just one coat. Going to let them dry and give them another coat and then we'll take a look at what they look like. Okie dokie, here we are. This one, the Vallejo Liquid Gold, of which you don't use water to wash your brush, has had two coats and I don't know why it's not... there we go. It's had two coats. It's very shiny. Obviously this is the black side, that's the white side. Not really much difference for that one. I do like this. I like to use this on my minis because you only need a little tiny bit. I used it on the gold on the otter. Obviously bases are just completely flat. So for golds and things like that, when you're going to be mainly using them and add in more depths, etc. This is just to show you a rough idea of what they look like. So that is this one. This is DarkStar Pale Gold and Regency Gold. The top is the black and the bottom is the white. Now these have had 4 coats. 4 coats on these ones. Is it going to be silly? It's very hard to film gold because it's so shiny. So pale gold and Regency, 4 coats. This one was harder coverage. It took more to cover, as you can see. So that's those 2. Then we had the polished copper and the braid gold. Again, they've had multiple coats on there. That's what they look like. The top is black, the bottom is the white. Hope that gives an idea of what they look like. And with the DarkStar, you can polish them. Once they're fully dry, you can polish the colours to make them shinier. Here we have DarkStar Royal Gold and Reaper Dragon Gold. On this one, the bottom one is the black one and the top one is the white one. So the Royal Gold is a richer, readier gold, isn't it? And we had 2 thin coats. We had my favourite, Dragon Gold, and we had Glistening Gold. I do like Dragon Gold. So how have we got on here? Can't actually see as much. I think the top is white and the bottom is black. Not as easy to see on this one. These have had better coverage than some of the others. Obviously, like I say, flat bases are just flat, so there's not as much texture, etc. for the colours to be showing up against. It's almost like a beige glistening gold. And then we tried the Citadel, Balthazar, and that one. This one is having a terrible time. It's still not even dry. It's had the same amount of drying time as the rest. It's having a terrible time, is that one. Bottom is black on this, top is white. I think it's a nice gold. It's just it's not having a good time in coverage wise. It's better actually on the white. And the Balthazar was a much better coverage. It only had 2 coats, that one. So hopefully that's shown you some of the different colours, at least, of the golds that we have at mightylandsgames.co.uk. So there we go. What do you actually think? Which one is your favourite? Do you like any of them? What would you use them for? I've also painted the spare bases grey surface primer, ghost grey surface primer from Vallejo, and I thought I might just try and see what the worst offenders on the white, probably pale gold, looks like over the grey primer, to see if it was the white that was making it a bit rubbish. We don't want to give it a bad rep if it really wasn't its fault. So this is the pale gold. Nope, it's just a bit rubbish. It just doesn't like it, does it? Look how thin that is. It's straight out the bottle. There's no thinning down. It would take multiple coats. It's maybe because of the shade, the really light shade, but I would say it hasn't really made any difference whether that's primer or just white paint. It's not having a good time. Now for some close-ups. I hope that's helped. Let me know in the comments below what you think to these paints and which one you will be using next. Thanks for watching everybody, and don't forget to subscribe because the old YouTube tells me that none of you do. And it's really nice if you do, and it makes me smile. So thank you very much, and see you next time.